Yo yo yo, this is ABYSSAL Behaviour here. Um, First tutorial on sound design, like different massive sounds, because massive is kind of all I use, except for Hammer. Today I'm going to show you a samplifier sound. Loads of people use it, not just him, but I haven't found a tutorial, like a good tutorial on how to make it, so worked out how to make it myself. It's pretty similar, I'd like to think. I'm using webcam now as well, because apparently people like that. You know, don't get too personal. It's a bit. No, you won't see anything too dirty, except for the bass. But yeah, here's the sound. Cool. So separated it into one project. There's two sounds there. I'm going to split it into two different tutorials. The first sound is this one. That's the one I'll be showing you. So that's the one I'll be showing you today. The one I'll show you another day would be this. Now I'll show you without any post processing, just the raw massive sound. Sounds pretty different, pretty shit. Actually not that bad, gets that sub back I guess. Okay, so I'm going to start from scratch, get a new massive sound in. Try to do this as quick as I can, because I'm fed up watching long ass tutorials. So, you know, standard. That's going to be the rhythm of it. So, it's pretty complicated, I'm not going to lie. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, mate Tom. Yeah, first oscillator. I'm just going to explain how basically makes it. There's a couple ways. And that one way is just adding a flanger on and putting it all the way to the top, putting the feedback down a bit, and putting the rate really high up, and then, you know, just turn it into a bit of a stab using the performer. I mean, you can see the potential of it. That's just a square, you know, I haven't got any filters on there. And then, but the one you know, you don't have much control over a flanger, it kind of all sounds the same in the end. So, the way he really does it is go in Oscillator tab, turn on restart via gate, and then voicing, make sure you've got about, turn it up to 7 unisono, it's quite high, turn the pitch cut off, and turn it up a bit, like that. Just move it along until you get that squeakiness and phasing. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to get to that, to where you want to get. So yep, in the oscillator tab, go back to there. Make sure you put the M os in the middle, just under 180, and oscillator 1 under 270, just below the 0. That's important. Like, usually I don't do stuff with that, but it makes it sound good in this case. For the first oscillator, go to squelchy, sometimes can't even see it. Go all the way there, bring up a performer under number 8, then go to performer 8, put sync, set it to 1/8, and then make that sign. Oh, that's just 1. Under performance 7, you put that to 1/2 and change that to just keep it as saw, but put it all the way just there. You know, it's a horrible way of working, but I don't want to mess with it because sometimes delicate. It just worked. You know, I don't want to go in and fix it because I'll probably just mess it up. I'm going to turn that flanger off as well. And under voicing, you want to put pitch cutoff about there, put wavetable position in the middle, and then pan position about halfway between, and monophonic. So under squelchy, grab your performer 8, push up like that, so you got that stabbing happening. Get it again, get all that movement on squelchy in. Then undo your third oscillator, sorry, second oscillator, you're going to get amp, put it a quarter up, stick number 7 of it, and stick number 8 on the wavetable position, and pitch that up by 7 semitones, and pitch this down by about 14. Yeah. Then on the modulation oscillator, put phase on number 1 and ring modulation on number 1. Put ring modulation up, and then you want to get number 8. Yeah, go on phase. Put it just under the P. And you want to pitch that down an octave, and then detune it by 10 semitones. Turn the feedback off. I'm going to set your noise to metallic. And then get number 7, put that in the amp, stretch that up. Then under distortion, go on insert 2, sorry, put a hard clipper on it, put the wet up about 70%, and same with the drive. And then stick that, go on routing, and stick that where insert 2 was. Then you want to put it up series in the filter section, put mix 2 all the way down, and then filter 1 is the screen. Then you want to get your number 5 and change that to an LFO, if it's not already an LFO. Put that to a 2, no sorry, 4, and change the curve to bending 1. I have no idea how I ended up with all this. This is more stuff than I usually do. But you know, sounds nice. And then stick that on the cutoff and put it all the way up till it reaches the end. And then get a performer 8, stick that on the screen, put it almost halfway, and also resonance, just change that to almost halfway. So we should have... We're getting somewhere. And then band reject next. And just put these all the way to the top. Put number 5 LFO there. Oops. And turn it that way so the grey is on top. And you want to turn it about 15%, maybe like, yeah, so it's just below the cutoff. And then stick number 7 performer in the first one, put that all the way to the top, but not all the way to the top, just below. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah, that's what I've got. Now under bandwidth, change that to the top, and put the resonance up just a bit. You can change around if the resonance doesn't change much difference, unless you put it all the way to the top, it just sounds crap. FX2, wait, let me see what we've got. Sounds a bit off. Let's see what we get when we finish it. Change FX2 to dimension expander, and then put the size all the way down, dry wet up about that much, so it's, you know, parallel with the end of here. And then EQ, some stuff happening here. High shelf up there, frequency here. Boost just slightly less than the frequency, and low shelf just even slightly less than the boost. Then you want to get number 6.
Change that to performer. Change to a sign like that. And put that on the quarter. Stick number 6 boost, put it down to the bottom of the B. Also stick it on frequency and put that all the way to the top. And then also stick it on high shelf and on the low shelf. So that as it gets to the where it gets from the start, it's much higher up. I do that with most of my sounds. Sounds really good with growls. Just really makes it stand out against the low parts of the growl and the high parts of the growl. Same as stabs, such as this. You know, at the main part, it's got a high, low, and high shelf. Yeah. Oh, I've got a flanger. Stick that. Okay. On the flanger, you're gonna put dry wet all the way to the top. Rate not all the way. The feedback, just put it a bit below the E, and the depth lower. So it doesn't see. Scream off a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna take a moment to change a few of the little bits, and I'll show you the whole patch. At the end, you can pause it to check it out and get it right. But it's pretty delicate. Okay, I saw where my mistakes were. Sorry, completely forgot to change the oscillator of this one. That's meant to be a math 1. So change that rough math 1. Yeah. And there is no automation on the amp. I don't know where I saw that. Maybe I was looking at the screencast. So that sounds like starting to get that. It's not so much of a Lazer one. It's kind of got that laugh aspect of thing, which is quite nice. But still haven't got that quite just yet. Okay, guys, found it. There's a few things here. Make sure the band reject isn't right at the end. It doesn't start right at the start. Also, math only goes that far. I can't remember if that was like that before. But mainly under voicing on the pitch cutoff, like the most important thing I said at the start, grab number 7 and actually automate that. Almost at the start. Just get it right. It's quite fun. You can get this bunch. Cool. Let's see how that sounds. So this is the new one. Pretty similar. I'll stick the patch in there actually, you know what, because that was pretty hard. I messed it up quite bad. So if you want, go grab it. But post-processing wise, all I did was, bloody hell, that was a long tutorial, sorry. Put a parametric EQ in it, take the bass out, add a sub on instead. Put it up a little bit here, you know, you can play with it, make it sound right. Camel fat, wicked compressor and distortion. All I use is compressor, turn that up quite a lot, and then no mech, just a bit of exciter, some tube, because it's already got quite a high end anyway, doesn't need that much exciter, and also a sausage fattener because it's quite a thin sound, so it needs that little bit of fat to catch up with all the other sounds. But the colour, you can play with that. I found it worked when it was there. Also, it worked when it was a little bit higher too. But only on about 3 or 4. I never really put it more than about 5%. Sometimes I put it on 5% and I turn it down here just to get that original clean sound back. Yeah, and you know, I've got all my stuff going in on Ozone, just subtle differences, and then you'll get what you heard at the start. But thanks for watching. I'll put another one up to show you how to make this sound. Because that's really good, you can put it in short bursts, unlike that one, the other one. Oops. Oops. So yeah, take care guys, see you soon.